All right, guys. So we already know that is a double event going on for the bird right now. For if you clear the third floor, you get extra win resources. So people been telling me like, yo, really, how do you defeat the bird without Megilda, without Trader Meliodas, and without Eskner or Matron and stuff like that? So this is a cool team to use. Obviously, you have to make sure that you're geared up and stuff like that, or have good gear. But yeah, this is the team: Brunhild, Green Small DN, Gother, and King. Now I'm also being a little bit fair as well, as I'm not using Holy Relics on my Brunhild or Gother, even though I do have them. I'm just being a little bit fair. Now for the gear set, you want to run full crit chance. The crit chance is really helpful for doing damage. So yeah, keep that in mind. My Dan is also triple defense right here. So, and she's a baddie. So, she's running triple defense. And my Tarmia is also running triple defense. Do you need it? Probably not, but it all depends on you. It all depends on you. And we are also using Gother and King. Who's the King is using attack. And again, guys, I'm not using Holy Relic on Gother either. I don't know. I don't want people to be like, yo, Marilli, you only defeated the bird because you had like that 1% base stats boost from Gother. Oh man. But I'm actually curious what you guys can say in the comments down below. Like, what team do you actually use for the bird? Do you use Megilda? Do you use Trader Meliodas? Comment down below, because you can also be like pretty helpful for some other people who are struggling, who might not be able to defeat the bird, but they have your same exact team. So I'm going to be using this team on the bird. Again, it's a floor double event for floor 3. If you do clear it, for extra win resources, this one right here, get like 2 instead of 1. So yeah, guys. Hopefully I don't suffer too much. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so we're on the first phase now. If you don't know, what you want to do for this phase is you want to try to get as many power strikes as you can for your Brunhild, and then nuke the last phase because he gets insane defense boost. King power strike is also good as well, but he doesn't do as much damage as Brunhild, so you want to make sure you keep her power strike the most. You can also save up a little bit of King's power strike as well, because he does do damage on the last stage as well with his AoE power strike, but it's not as strong as Brunhild. So as you're gonna be seeing, I'm probably gonna be wasting a lot of my cards trying to see if I can get some more power strikes. Again, you just want to waste some cards. Now the bird gets a little bit difficult as you keep progressing, so it's best to have like the better gear as much as possible, or figure out how much damage you will be doing and stuff like that for your team. Now I'm using Green DN, which is not the best tank unit per se. I guess she's really good because then most people she'll probably get targeted most likely in case I don't have a taunt. But you want to probably use Matrona just because Matrona has that remove buff. But for this purpose of this video, just to show you how cool I am at wanting to suffer, I will use the small Green DN just because I know a lot of people probably don't have red Matrona. So as you can see, I'm just moving cards, trying to save up so I can keep my my power strikes separate, because I don't want them to merge or anything like that. I want to have them as separate as possible, so when I'm ready to rank up, I can have multiple power strikes that are gold or silver instead of just one gold. And you also got to remember, guys, when you're doing the bird without Megilda or Trader Meliodas, it's gonna get a lot difficult. It's gonna be really hard to play, so keep that in mind, because I have heard people be like, yo man, really, if you're not using Megilda or Trader Meliodas, this team is so slow. And that is going to be the whole point, man. Yes, this team will be pretty slow. You might even mess up. You might even lose a couple times and have to restart. You might have to reset for passive just because you don't own Megilda or Trader Meliodas. Now, do you think you need dupes on this? Not really. Like, dupes, probably the best one to have dupes is probably maybe Brunhild for extra healing, just in case you want to go into stages with full HP. I don't think you need old dupes for King, Gothor, or Deanne, but I mean, it would be nice to have, right? So again, as you can see, I have a lot of power strikes just saved up. I'm probably gonna rank up right here, or just ults. It doesn't really matter at this point. I'm probably gonna waste some cards, and I'm okay. I'm just gonna move, because again, you want to try to make sure you have a lot of gold cards for the next phase. So I'm trying to get as much power strikes as I can, and he survived with 1 HP. That's nice. Now I'm also using like triple defense on Deanne as well. I don't know if that's the best for this, but I'm just using it just because. But yeah, if you don't have Deanne, you can use Matrona. I don't think Deanne is really good for it, or like the Festy. I don't think she'll be really good for it. But you know, okay. So we're gonna probably just rank up right here, and then probably go for 1 card, and waste a card. He's gonna waste a card right here, just so you guys can see the difference in terms of damage with gold cards between the AOE and a single target. Here comes King, AOE, only 104. Now watch Brunhill. Boom, 156. Hit the cap damage. 156 is cap. Like I said before, you want to make sure you have power strikes, which could take a long time to build up or not. You just pretty much just stalling for the most part. All right, so I'm probably gonna want to taunt up because I don't want my freaking Deanne to take any more damage. So I'm gonna need her for the next phase. And as you can see, I'm also using Ritarmiel. Now I'm gonna explain the next phase, the next stage too, once we get to it, because there is a little troll if you do use Ritarmiel or your stance unit on the next phase, and I'm gonna show you how to like counteract that if you're using King, because it could mess you up. It could mess you up possibly. So as you can see, he's almost done with. I'm probably gonna go for my power strike and then my ultimates, and maybe a Brunhill card to see if I can crit, because you don't want to use up bronze cards or silver cards like that. You want to make sure it's just gold, so you can make sure you do as much damage as possible. Even with your ultimate, it's a high chance you're probably not gonna do damage. So that's why maybe ultimates could have dupes, could be beneficial, but other than that, you want to try to use your power strikes as much as you can. So let's see, can I do damage right here? Ooh, I did 15k. That was a silver card. Now can I do damage right here? And I crit, which was good, right? Because if I crit right there, I pretty much do damage, so that's fire. So that's how you do the first stage without MEGELDA and MELIODAS. All right, so we go to the next phase. All right, so this stage, not the hardest. The only thing you're going to worry about is phase 2, stage 2, which is if you do not have a taunt up, you will get nuked. So you want to try to make sure you have a taunt for the next phase. Now there is a weird thing that people really don't remember, but if you have Ritarmiel on your stance unit, you will end up disabling his effect, where if you do have a taunt up, you'll take no damage. But if you have Ritarmiel, that effect will be disabled if he attacks you twice. So keep that in mind, because I have seen people in my comments be like, yo, Marilli, why is it every time I'm in phase 2 I get nuked even though I have a taunt up? And that's because you disabled their effects. Now with that, you have to do damage to the person. The bird has to do damage to that person. So that's where King comes in play with his taunt, which is good that I'm using like triple defense as well, because if I have my King shield up, she will not take damage. All right, she will not take damage, which means she won't proc the disable effect on the bird. That's only if she does not get hit twice in a row. So you want to make sure you have enough King cards and your DN taunt as well, of course, to make sure you do not take any damage, because you're going to see next phase that I will not be taking any damage. Again, doing the bird without MEGELDA or TRAITOR is very, very hard. Again, I do not recommend people try to like do it as much as you like, because it gets, man, I've had so many, like I was trying this before and I was just suffering so much because, man, the bird started hitting super hard. Like I never realized how hard the bird is without MEGELDA and TRAITOR until I tried out this team just for fun. I would say, okay, so you can see I'm using my gold card right here. I'm ulting, and I'm trying to get through this phase as quickly as possible. But yeah, like MEGELDA without trading Melios is such a pain. No, maybe you could do it with, if you just have them separate. Like if you have MEGELDA, you can beat the bird, or if you have trading Melios, you can beat the bird. But man, it is such a pain. So as you can see right here, he's gonna probably do no damage to me, which is good, because that's the only way he can only disable his own effect if he does damage to me. So because he's not doing damage, he's obviously not gonna proc it, which means the stance or taunt works. So he's going to use our cards up, just waste some, and just finish off the stage. Yep. Now this phase 3 could be also be a little bit difficult. This is where you have like multiple stat buffs when he reaches like certain percentage. It starts off like what, defense, HP, recovery, and then attack. So you want to make sure you do damage right here, only till he gets to like his defense right here, and then next phase or next turn you want to just do damage, or pretty much finish off. Well, you don't get to see the defense right here because I didn't hit him hard enough, but I want to use my best cards to do damage this next turn, just so I can finish off the stage. So you're gonna see right here, I'm gonna use my best cards, my ultimates and stuff like that, just so I can finish it off. Now you can see once it reaches certain thresholds, there goes his defense one right there. The next one should be like recovery, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, recovery right there. And then this one will be attack. Yeah, so certain thresholds, he'll have like different stat boosts. So you want to be very careful. You just want to try to do damage on the first turn till he gets to the fence and leave it at that. And then the next turn, you want to just finish it off. All right, so this one could be a lot difficult as well because he does hit hard. So, like, I haven't noticed it because I've been using MEGELDA and trading Melios for so long on the bird, but he hits really hard on this. I think I'll just go for my taunt and probably go for king card, because what you want to do right here is you want to have your Brunhild ultimates, or you want to finish them off as quickly as possible so you can have full HP on the next stage, because stage 3 gets a little bit difficult and he hits a lot harder. Okay, so as you can see, like that's why I'm holding my Brunhild ultimate right now. And with the AoE he has right here, it could break the shield. So yeah, keep that in mind. Now you see he's disabled, but he's not gonna keep that effect. So so I don't think you're just gonna have like this whole thing disabled, all right? He does not keep that effect, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna be doing damage. I'm gonna try to get the max amount of shield possible on my king right here. Okay, because he's about to ult as well, but again, this is gonna be okay because I have my Brunhild ultimate, and she's 6 out of 6, which is really good. I don't think you need 6 out of 6. Like I think 3 out of 6 could be also good for healing, because he doesn't do that much damage on his phase. As long as you got your king shield really stacked up, he shouldn't do that much damage. Like look at this, he barely did any damage. So if you have low dupes on Brunhild, it should be okay. Or instead of DN, you can just use Matrona instead, so you can have double healers for the most part. Again, I'm just using DN just for I guess because I like her. All right, I'm not even gonna lie to you, it's because I like DN. All right, she's just better than Matrona. She just looks too good. She just looks too good. All right, so we're on the next phase, stage 3, which is the hardest one. I swear this man is like mega tanky, and he's such a DPS as well on the first phase. Like literally, facing out the first phase is gonna be your hardest difficulty on stage 3, especially without MEGELDA or trading MELIODAS. So we just taunting up, and you just want to try to make sure you get like at least an ultimate, or either king or Brunhild, so you can heal, because your recovery is not going to be the best on here. So you want to try to either have your king shield so you barely take damage, or heal. So you want your ultimate as fast as possible on this phase, or you want to finish them off as quickly as possible. It's all up to you. So as you can see, I'm getting a lot of rank ups right here. A lot of cards rank up, which is good as well, because what I could do is I could just move my cards for my king ultimates soon, or move my rank ups for silver cards soon, because he, as you can see, he does stop my silver cards, but sooner or later I will have it. So it's not much to it's all right, because once that debuff is gone, we're just gonna go straight with gold cards once we rank up with Gother. And also we're gonna have king gold attack card as well. So you can see I'm taking a lot of damage right here. Yen is almost dead. But she's healing up because of Retarmiel. And am I gonna survive? I'm gonna survive. Ooh, just barely. I just barely survived too. So as you can see, I'm probably gonna go for a king card. And I want to ult? I'll just ult as well. As long as I get the king shield, I'll probably do a lot of damage regardless. So it should be fine. I just want to make sure I'll get a chance to heal. That's the best thing I want to try to do, is try to heal as much as I can. So we got an ultimate off as well. All right. And we get another chance for rank ups, which is fire as well. So I can rank up or move my cards for king. I want to also have my Brunhild ultimate again, because guys, I want to try to heal. So he's gonna debuff me. I can get off my Deanne taunt. I'm probably gonna try to push for a gold card for king, or try to kill with Brunhild. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, I'm going for the kill, or seeing if I can heal. I think I should with the king buff with the shield. I should finish him off. All right, and he's gone. So the next stage or next phase, it's a lot easier to handle. The real thing you want to try to do is you want to try to stack up as many gold cards as possible, because on the phase 3, that's where he's gonna start disabling like random cards. Not random cards, but you know, card effects. Like he starts off with stance, healing, debuff, or not. I think it's stance, debuff, buff, and then attacks and healing at the end. So you want to try to make sure you have a lot of gold cards or a lot of ultimates to finish it off. That's why some people run like blue Escanor on most of their MEGELDA trainers teams, just so they can finish off that phase as quickly as possible, or any phase as quickly as possible. And that's why Trade Meliodas is also good, because he can also cap damage with like a freaking bronze amplify card. Like if you don't have MEGELDA or Trade Meliodas, like it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough. This is why I'm wondering, like, what teams do you guys be using for the bird, or if you even beat the bird, like, you know? Because I'm pretty sure there's some people who still haven't beat the bird yet as well. Even with some of them, even with the freaking Trade Meliodas, they still haven't beat the bird. Just because they just don't know like the gimmicks and stuff on how to handle all these stages. Oh my god. Well, I might be debuffed right here. Like Brunhild is really good, and you really don't need as much dupes as her, but you know, again, dupes are nice. Okay, so this is where he's gonna delete cards. Hopefully he does damage right here, so I can refresh my hand. Okay, he deletes my cards, and I get to refresh my hand. So hopefully I can pull more Brunhild cards, which I do. I actually do pull Brunhild cards. So I want to see if I can actually kill right here. I kind of want to hope. I want to try to keep my ultimate, but I think I'll just use it up. I think I want to just use my ultimate right here, even though I want to keep it. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to play against this, because again, guys, remember what I said. Like, you want to try to get keep as many gold cards as you can for next stage. And now I'll just use this up, because he will disable a lot of your card effects. So again, you want to try to make sure you keep your cards as much as you can that are really good. And my Brunhild cards are my best cards right now. Also, he gets like a dodge effect too with his buff. That's why I said Matrona can also be really good as well. So I'm going for this effect. And then I'm probably gonna use that. You know what? I could probably just use my Sever card instead. Like I'll just rank up my Brunhill card, and then use my Sever card, and then use one of my other cards. Because what I want to try to do right here is I want to try to get my King Ultimate just so I can remove his buffs. Because that's pretty much what King right here is for his shield and also removing buffs. Kind of taking the place of Matrona. That's why I said you could just use Matrona instead. Alright, so he goes out to Gotha because I have no taunts. Gotha, make sure you live. Okay, so this is where he's gonna move. He's gonna disable stances or stop me from being able to use stances right here. And then the next phase will be debuffs, I think. Is it debuffs? Yeah, I think it's debuffs. And then it becomes buffs. And then attack cards, and then healing at the end. So again, you want to be very careful on this phase. Again, it could be also RNG that's gonna mess you up as well. Like there is some times where you can probably pull like none of the cards that you actually need. Like, you know how lucky it is for me to pull all these wrinkles back to back too? And you guys, you want to know something real quick? I haven't even used my Holy Relic on Brunhill, by the way. Like, I haven't even used my Holy Relic. If I had used my Holy Relic, I probably would have done more damage like multiple times, but I haven't even done it. Oh man, which is funny. I'm pretty sure a lot of people haven't even noticed it, but I haven't even used my Holy Relic. Oh man, so I'm pretty much doing this without Holy Relic at this point. Okay, and I get pretty much a bad passive. What you want to need to do is like have them as low as possible for a gold card for Brunhill to pretty much kill. I'll probably just use my gold card just so I can lower his HP, because the lower his HP, the less damage he'll do. That's actually funny. I just realized that I'm not even using my Holy Relic right now. I low-key forgot she even has Holy Relic. And now that's GG, because I have a lot of gold cards, and you don't want to get below 25%. I'm going to check the HP right here of the bird. So what's the HP? Yep, I just need one card to hit him, and I can finish him off with a gold card from Brunhill, and that's pretty much gonna be game, man. Yeah. So this is me doing the bird without Meliodas, MEGELDA, Escanor, Matrona, and all that good stuff. Again, it's really difficult. You really have to know the gimmicks. It's also, you have to know the math of it as well. Like, you have to do a lot of thinking for this. A lot of thinking. And I don't think a lot of people want to do all that. Like, if you use MEGELDA and traded Meliodas, you can be brain dead as possible, bro. Like, you don't even have to, you can close your eyes and play the bird and you'll be defeating it. All right. That's how good MEGELDA and Trade Miss are together. But yeah, I did this all without my Holy Relic from my Gotha, my Holy Relic from my Brunhill, and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, this really, guys, and I'm out. Peace.